Greetings, everybody. It is me, NichiFix, presenting what will be a new segment to the channel. I want to try different things this year instead of just anime unboxing, so I'm here with my friend.
Hello, people. I am Luke Rain 25. I am NichiFix's friend. I watch a bunch of anime on his Crunchyroll account because he is very kind and lets me do that. I guess, what's an interesting thing to say about me? I'm a top-level Naoto player in Persona 4 Arena. Yeah, you can find out more about me on Twitter, I guess.
You mean this guy abuses people in Persona?
Okay.
It's brutal.
It really is. But I have some great friends. NichiFix is just one of those people who is not good at Persona. Or ever, I guess I'm too good at Persona.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm casual. But like I said, I wanted to bring a new segment to the channel this year instead of doing unboxing. So every now and then we're going to do one of these discussion videos where we discuss current trends in anime or just things we want to talk about in general. And today the topic will be battle harems that are plaguing the anime industry.
So, just to give you some insight about this, I was recruited. Is that the right word to use for NichiFix? Because
you're the, what do they call it? The expert.
I am the expert.
The subject matter expert.
I am a subject matter expert of hating light novels and harem anime adaptations.
This guy hates battle harems, but he continues to watch battle harems.
Just so you all know, I do not drop shows at all. I will watch episode 1 of just about everything. And if I watch episode 1, I will finish it. Unless that show is just so random that I can't finish it. Like Concrete Revolution, was that right?
I dropped that shit.
Yeah.
I drop shows like it's hot.
Because, like, I watched episode 1, but I didn't know what was going on. So, I never came back to it. Which is why, though, that is why I stay with battle harems. Wait, is it okay for me to curse?
Yes.
Okay.
We can curse.
Okay. So, I guess from this point on, just know that there is language. Where to begin? I hate battle harems, guys. I hate them with a passion. I send NichiFix just about a text every single episode that I watch of whatever type of battle harem or harem that I am watching.
There's one thing you gotta agree when it comes to battle harems. They stay consistent.
You're right about that. They stay consistent with those generic protagonists, that generic setting, characters who don't matter, characters who have no personality, side characters who have no personality. And what's that favorite thing I love? Oh yeah, the protagonist being better than everyone for no reason and being the only person who matters.
So can you name a couple of shows off the top of your head that are exactly the same?
There is the Asterix War. There is Rakudai no Kishi. There is Magical Warfare. There is Demon King Daimo. There is World Break. I don't know if the regular at Magic High School can be considered. It probably can be considered a battle harem.
I'd put that in its own category.
True. Well, that's a whole category of different bad. But
so to keep this on point, over the past year, I've noticed an increase. Over the past couple years in anime, I've noticed an increase in battle harem genre in the light novel genre. Ever since basically Sword Art Online, it has been an explosion of light novel, battle harem based anime that continues to sell extremely well because apparently these studios keep animating it.
Well, it panders to the lowest form of entertainment and to the lowest people. And who buys light novels in Japan? Teenage boys who dream about being awesome while doing nothing.
This is
teenage boys.
So we're gonna hit some points when it comes to battle harems, and if you have the time and the patience to listen to us,
We
then
would be
by all
most
means.
appreciative.
So, one of the points I want to hit is when I feel like I'm watching a battle harem, I feel like I have watched the same exact show over and over again, and that is why I generally avoid battle harems.
You are not wrong. Every other battle harem is kind of the same. I mean, Rakudai no Kishi and Asterix, Magic High School, same premise, same thing happens. I mean,
Basically
the characters are the same.
Basically the same concept, but a different setting.
Basically, like, God. Well, see, Nichifix didn't watch Rakudai, but for all of you who did, you all know that Asterix starts with Ayato.
These
walking
two shows
in.
they streamed last season.
They did. It starts with Ayato, jumping in on the window and seeing Euless changing. Which is, we all know, a common trope of anime. Which sometimes can be funny, but in this sense it wasn't. And we also know that Rakudai started off the same way. I'm not gonna lie, guys. The first 10 minutes of the show was the exact same.
It is. It is. When you think about battle harem animes, I know that there are common tropes and there are common archetypes that you will see in every anime, but it's gotten to the point where I feel like I have to address that these tropes are exactly the same in every anime you watch it. It's the same exact setup. You have your basic protagonist that either has the exact same personality, that he's aloof, cool, doesn't care,
or he's a nice guy who just wants to help everybody and just get stronger, even though he's already stronger than everybody else.
And of course, he will meet a female that will most likely either be the cold, cool kudere that doesn't say much, or will be the textbook basic tsundere.
Bitch, tsundere.
It is not hard to write a tsundere character, and over the course of the story, of course, you will meet other females that will eventually join his harem. You got the big titty bitch that joined the group, because there's always that one. You have the lolly looking girl.
Oh God.
You have the girl with the high pitched voice. You have all these characters, because you have all these different archetypes coming together that surround their lives around this bland guy. Around this bland guy.
And then, the bland guy himself does nothing. Has nothing interesting going for him to help. To help further this attraction that these girls have to him. Literally, how does every guy get a harem in these things? He just, what?
He does nothing.
He talks?
I'm going to tell you what he does. He basically shows up and helps these girls when they're in need out of nowhere. Or he says some fuck shit and gets them on his side. That's how it usually works out. And another point that I want to hit that I find extremely odd is the majority of these battle harems somehow get season 2s.
Oh my God, yes.
Great anime gets ignored. They sell like hotcakes. Why? And that's because of the cheap fan service.
The cheap fan service of
what about Devil
light
Testament?
novels.
What about Devil Testament? Let's talk about Devil Testament. Devil Testament also streamed last year. I watched the first 3-4 episodes of Devil Testament.
You did,
but you finished Devil Testament.
I did, guys. I finished.
I couldn't stomach it to finish Devil Testament.
I finished Shinmai no Devil Testament, or the Testament of Sister New Devil, as it's called. So, firstly, the premise of this show is that a guy named Basara Tojo gets a little sister.
Basic protagonist.
Basic indeed. But the difference, and I guess I should address this, the difference between Devil Testament and other light novels is that Devil Testament is completely centered around the ecchi harem borderline hentai nonsense. So
Devil Testament is the extreme. If you're gonna look at a battle harem and you look at something like Devil Testament, you compare it to something like High School DxD.
Okay.
Where it doesn't care. High School DxD has 3 seasons because of the fan service. I won't say the story's bad, but when you genuinely sit down there and wonder why this show has so many seasons, you
It's
can't
because
tell
of
me
a-
it's because
it-
of the story.
You can't. And because remember Devil Testament, I texted you about this. It got its season 2 like what, on episode 5 of the first season?
Because the Blu-ray sells.
Because those Blu-rays sell, and oh my god, guys, like the contrived ways that they come up with fan service, especially in Devil Testament, it's amazing. I mean, it's mind-boggling. And then there's no real story to Devil Testament. You cannot tell me that, because it's literally what, boy goes battle demons. That's it.
And another thing that when it comes to battle harems, I will never understand is, I know I've seen a lot of anime, so we have seen lots of anime. So after a while, it gets to a certain point where you become critical of anime. Like me,
Unfortunately,
I don't read as much shonen anime as I used to because I've become more critical of shonen anime.
Indeed.
You talked to me 4 years ago. I love Naruto. I love
loved
Bleach.
Fairy Tail 4 years ago.
I love Fairy
right?
Tail.
But we can
But
all
you look
agree
at
that
me-
Fairy Tail is bad now.
But you look at me now, I really don't like those anymore. I still like Naruto and One Piece, but I don't read them as much as I used to. And it's the same thing when it comes to Battle Harem. They could get away with it a couple of years ago, like back when Sword Art Online came out. It wasn't as bad as it is now because, of course, you had a couple of animes following that trope, but you didn't have 4 or 5 different animes every season
that follow the same thing.
That follow the same thing. And what kills me is I'm gonna say the fans of these shows are sheep because they follow it and they eat it up and they defend these characters.
They try to defend the most ridiculous things. We both watched Asterix 4, and the thing that killed me, Nichifix watched it all in a single night.
I binged it.
I was watching it over the course of weeks, and I don't go on forums. I don't look at people's responses to the shows until the very end because I like to see if everybody else has formulated their opinions of the series as a whole. I got a text at 4 a.m. telling me about when Ayato fought. What was her name?
When he fought, there was a point. There was a point in the story where he fought the main character Ayato. He is a Gary Stu, a textbook Gary Stu. He fought a girl who later joined his harem, of course, who was the number 1 ranked girl at the school.
Just so you know, Ayato was he was rank 3 because Claudia was rank 2 and Euless was
rank 4.
Rank 4. And now, just so you understand the context,
He's only been at the school.
brokenness-
He's only been at the school for 7 days.
Exactly. He beat Euless in the first duel. I mean, made her look like a chump. And Euless is one of the top students.
He loses to this rank 1 girl, right? And then not even, 2-3 days later.
It's not even 2, and it's actually only an episode later, so it's probably only a day later.
An episode later, beats this girl and takes her number 1 spot. And what makes it even worse is the girl that loses her spot doesn't even care. She's like, "Oh, cool, you're number 1 now. Let me join your harem and forget about my dreams and aspirations of getting my wish granted."
I wanted to help my father. That's why. But now that Ayato Sama has beaten me, I'm pretty sure my life can go on hold, right? And how about when girls join the harem of these guys? All of a sudden, their own skills and achievements just become null and void.
And this is what I said. I know I addressed it in one of my previous videos when I was ranting about the harem genre in general. Like I said, I'm extremely biased when it comes to Love Hina and Ken Akamatsu's work. Because love him or hate him, this guy gives every character the development they deserve. Mm-hmm. Even in Negima, which isn't as good, he gives the characters the development that they deserve and doesn't have their entire lives revolving around one character. If you're going to write a harem, that's how you should write a harem. If you're going to have all these girls be in love with one guy, at least make it believable.
Exactly. Don't make it something that's ridiculous like, "Oh, I just fall in love with you because you're nice," or "Oh, you talked to me once." I suppose I can buy the saving my life thing as a segue into an attraction that can be built upon later, but they never build upon it. They kind of just join and then do stupid things. Like, okay, I watched Infinite Stratos, and I did not like that show at all. It's probably like, it's not bad, but it's not good. It's a 5 out of 10. Oh, there is one girl. I want to say Charlotte, the boy who comes to the school, who's so obviously a girl that it's just insulting to your intelligence. But Charlotte Dunois, that was her name, just joins main boy. Let's call him what, Kirito for now, because I think that's what they all are basically. We'll just say he joins Kirito version 16's harem for no other reason than he's nice. He listened. What did he do? He listened to me talk about my life. God, you're so NichiFix. Hey, you've listened to my life all the time, right? I guess, do I just constantly follow you around and I'm just so in love with you?
No. and basically, to wrap this up, my point is, it's reached a point where harem, the genre, if you want to call it a genre, is so predictable. Battle harem genre is so predictable, and it keeps selling.
And it keeps selling because it's the same thing. Because
it keeps
people,
selling.
For some reason, people like this stuff. Now, I don't know about you guys if you listen to this, but, you know, when I watch an anime, I rarely like the story first, and I want it to be so story driven. I want to know more about the world, and I want to know more about the characters' lives and stuff.
Instead,
and I want them to have their own personalities.
Instead, you're only learning about two characters. That is the main girl, and you were learning about the main character.
Exactly. And, I mean, look no further. Look no further than what is airing right now this season. Look at Saijuku no Bahamut. Guys, Bahamut is the same damn show as Infinite Stratos. I mean, it is the exact fucking same show.
It's the same shit over and over again. If you pay attention to the shows airing this season, the shows last season, basically all the shows that played last year, 2014, the year before, it's the same thing. It's predictable, and it's becoming old. It's like the shonen genre. I'm getting washed out of it. And if you're an actual anime watcher and you don't watch anime casually, you'll start to notice it eventually.
Eventually you will.
And that's why I say I've grown into liking other genres more, because I like to hop around now, so everything doesn't feel the same anymore. You look at my collection, I don't have many battle harems if you ever pay attention to it.
Do you even have battle harems?
I don't think I own a battle harem.
I was gonna say, because I think we said it before, like, you own Index, but you can't say that Index is a battle harem because it's so story driven.
Exactly. I think the worst thing I own that's not even that bad is Heaven's Lost Property. And Heaven's Lost Property is genuinely funny. Yeah. There's nothing wrong with that show at all. I don't even consider it a battle harem. But it's a funny show. And I'm like, to wrap this up, watch better shows.
Yes.
Don't watch battle harems. There's so much other anime out there that could get love that doesn't get love.
That doesn't get love.
That doesn't get season 2 is because shit like this is clogging up the system. Is that the right term?
That is the right term to use. It's just
you gotta dig through the shit to find the gold.
You do. Well, yes, you gotta dig through the shit to find the diamond.
But it's not even that hard in that sense.
Well, it really isn't, but guys, we're not saying that you shouldn't enjoy what you enjoy by all means necessary. Some people do enjoy battle harems. It's fine.
But take a look at it.
Take a look at it. Take a look at all of the seasons. And do not try to say that these things are actually good. Don't try to put them on a higher pedestal than what they are. You can look at a show and know it's shit.
Exactly.
But if you embrace the fact that you know it's shit, then we can't shit on you.
Exactly. And that's the point. But hey, thanks for watching. If you sat through this, we're going to try to do a couple of these a month, maybe 2 or 3 of these a month. I'm NichiFix,
I'm Luke Erie Rain 25.
signing out.
Goodbye.